こんにちは。あれ、美穂さんたちは？Need a level. I'm going for it. Okay. Okay, what's inside? Did you do something? No? Okay. うん